Okay, come on. Are you going to go in there or not? Yes. So what I'm doing, in case you don't know, is I'm creating a series of things that are globule in nature, and I'm turning them into sort of my renditions of asteroids because I can. And why not? If I can do such a thing, why not, in fact, do it? So I am. And it's not easy to string these little beads when you have fucked up eyeballs. So those aren't going to string. Ah, that one did string. Good for you. See if this one strings. Yes. So this asteroid has a number of bluish things on it, and it's accreting. It is building up its mass, becoming more dense, and will, when I find another blue thing, it will glom onto this one. Ah. It's too turquoisey, I think. What about in this bag? Maybe those two can go in it. And then when I do a few more of these, I'll move over to my red planet Mars one. Got a lot of orange and red beads that will make a Martian-ish one. And I even have a little joke I'm going to play. It's kind of dark green, but I think on this planet, on this asteroid, such a creature could exist. This one started with just a big gob of black and blue and beige string that was all tangled up. So this one has a very soft interior where some of the other ones have a very solid interior. Come on, go all the way through. What is your problem? Okay, we'll try it this way. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep a moving. Okay, try. Conversation about pens, about life, about making letters. Okay. Well, I'd be happy to, though I have to continue to remind you and other people that I'm not really an expert in the way that other people are. I'm a little too loosey-goosey for most people's tastes. I've just been doing it for a long time, and there's certain things that I enjoy about what I'm doing, and I can kind of explain maybe to others like yourself what those things are. I might be done with this one. Let's do the red planet Mars one. This one has a lot of big boulders for the inside. So let me get my beige rock, my beige. This is going to start with big boulders. Come on, go through. Don't tell me you go. How does this work? Well, this is useless. So much for those. I mean, I might be able to figure out a way to, maybe I'll try this. Wish me luck on this one. This is going to be a kind of a nightmare, but it might work. Kitty, don't even think of jumping up here. Don't even think about it. Yeah, I said, don't even think. What? No. What, Kitty? No. Uh, well, I've always been interested in it, but never to the point where I actually took classes. My mother did calligraphy for her church, and that sort of got me interested in some aspects of it. Cat, I can't deal with you. Cat. I know, kitty. If all you're going to do is sit on top of my beads, who's that helping? Is that helping me or you, kitty? Down. So, uh, and I was able to address envelopes in a way using the fountain pens I had. I to make it look like you're going to go to a fun party, because I would throw a bunch of flourishes hither and yon, and I liked it and people liked it. So that's sort of my style that I like. I don't really like doing things that are more um, involved. Okay, so here's one rock. I thought it had a hole that went all the way through it, and the hole doesn't do anything remotely like go all the way through it. So here's the start. This does have a hole that goes all the way through it, so I'm going to throw this one next. And oh, this is the punchline of this one, which I can't divulge at the moment. It's a secret punchline. I will, Hodge. If you want, I can have you come on board and ask me more questions, Marilyn, if you want me to. I can't show you what I mean using pens and ink, but I can talk maybe. That's of value to you. This one. This is going to go next. Well, I'm calling these little asteroids. Would you like to join me, you guys? We can chat as I add mass to my Okay, Dad, what were you thinking when you did these? These look like petrified orange peel parts. You see the link? Yes, Ms. Marilyn, I see you now. So I'll add you.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day?
I'm having an okay day.
Oh, that's good.
My old college roommate, it was nice seeing him. And
Well, that's fun.
my brother is out sailing, and I sort of wanted to go at the same time. I kind of sort of didn't want to go because I sort of am enjoying doing what I'm doing here.
There you go. That's good. Can you hear me okay?
I can, yes.
Okay. I'm having weird audio and visual problems lately. My computer's, it doesn't like me anymore.
Well, why wouldn't it? Why, what have you been doing? Have you been touching your computer inappropriately?
Well, not exactly inappropriately, but
Well,
I had a program. I had an OBS installed on my computer so I could do my face and the down, like do both cameras at the same time. But then that program didn't got updated, or the computer updated, or some sort of update happened, and then they didn't like each other anymore. So I had to uninstall the program, and now I either get to have one or the other, and so it's very annoying.
I feel your pain. So tell me, what are these questions that you like to do?
I was just curious, like when did you first start using calligraphy to say wedding invitations? How did you know that you were good enough to do those things?
I don't know whether I'm good enough to do them even now.
Right.
I can do them well enough to fool most of the people some of the time, but
not quite enough to fool all the people all of the time.
I'm not. There's certain kinds of stuff that people do where every lowercase e looks identical to the other lowercase e's in the thing, and that was.
It's difficult.
I admire it when I see it, but it's something I don't have the skill set or the patience to learn, and so I end up trying to convince people that what they really want is what I do. Now, that's not always able to happen, but that's what I try to do.
Right.
And it's been so infrequent that I've been doing any sort of envelope calligraphy these days. I think there's so many people that can do it well enough that they don't need to hire me to do it. And they hire someone else, maybe that's a little cheaper, or does more exacting work. And then of course COVID did a number on all things.
That didn't help anyone.
Wedding related. So we're recovering from that hopefully, but we don't know because just turn into another clusterfuck.
Yep.
So don't give up your gastroenterology job to become a calligrapher. And you may decide that, even being doing a wedding invitation envelope thing is just not fun enough for you. So, I mean,
Right.
were you thinking of doing something more?
Well, I have, as you know, I do. Oh God. This place- oh, they're right here. I do these cards when I make my ink reviews,
Yeah,
and they're like a Rorschach test. You
yeah,
said
yeah,
I make these cards, and I wanted to make them into like a thing,
into a
you
thing
know,
that you would
into like some sort of happy
sellable thing.
birthday, Merry Christmas, exactly.
Okay.
And I've tried to go and sell them on eBay, but not eBay, on Etsy,
Yeah.
but nobody has bought one yet. And
Well,
I can understand, maybe they're not for everybody, but there's a lot of them. So
well,
they're just kind of being
there's.
collected as they go. And
I think there's. It's really hard to market something that over the counter to the great unwashed that it's just hard to do that in the first place. People, why are they going to buy it? Is it something that they're going to give to someone? Is it something they're going to keep? How are they going to end up using it? And
right.
uh, I I've done things like that from time to time where I think, oh, this is a great idea. I'll go to a pen show and I'll try to market it. And one of them was this thing I did for Penrolled magazine that I printed up large, and it shows a bunch of pens writing in. It was for an article about write-in ballots during an election some
Uh-huh.
some year. I don't remember even when. And so I had a bunch of pens with their nibs pointing down on cards, and
Mhm.
I said I could personalize these for anyone that wants me to personalize them, where it would be a name of a person in the biggest card, and maybe uh, three other cards that would say some sort of uh, personality trait that they would like me to emphasize, like great dancer or really hot in bed or whatever they wanted me to say. And
Right.
uh, I think I sold two. I printed up 50, all different colors and different sizes, but
Right.
it just and the people that bought them were people that knew me already. It wasn't, they were buying it because it was mine, not because it was
Right.
necessarily a good idea. So whether uh, whether something you do, regardless of its how cool it is, uh, may not
End up
work to
flopping.
to a complete stranger.
Right.
You might need to uh, market it to your people that take your classes,
Right.
online or whatever, and they might say, "Gee, that would be really nice." But anyway, um,
My roommate gave me some name tags to practice on,
uh,
some sort of name tag. I thought about doing name tags, but I don't know. This paper is weird.
yeah, paper that you're buying like that is probably going to be it's probably glossy on one side and matte sticky paper on the other side or something, and it's just going to be awful. Just
Yeah.
telling you, it will not function the way you and your pen want it to function. So,
It's all
uh,
about finding the right tool for the job.
and the right size and the right price point and things like that. And it's you're going to end up
Spending a lot of money.
spending a lot of time, a lot of money coming up with a thing. So my advice would be, find a standard sized piece of paper, that you can buy a lovely frame at Target, 4x6, 5x7, and make something that can automatically fit in that frame, so that someone,
Right.
if they want to buy it and frame it, they don't have to go to a frame store and spend $50. They just go to
Right.
Target and spend five, and then you
99-cent store.
or 99-cent store, and then you also can limit the, rather than every ink that you have, choice of inks, you just say you can get it in black, red, or red or blue or gold or something. Pick,
Right.
and if gold ink takes you 3 times as long to do it, you put a premium on that. Gold ink extra. That's what I do. On my envelopes, they're $3 each. Silver or white or gold ink is $5 each.
Oh wow.
And I do that mainly to not get a job doing it. Other people might do it. I just hate it because between each thing, I have to shake the ink bottle and
Right.
keep it suspended, and
Right.
then clean off the nib. It takes like 5 times the amount of time to do an envelope.
In gold or silver. Right.
So um,
That makes sense.
just
I have an acrylic ink that I hate, and it doesn't go in any of my fountain pens, but in my dip nib, and I hate it because you use it for a couple of minutes and then it's caked on, and you have to use acetone to get it off, and it's like you can't put it anywhere near any of your fountain pens because otherwise that'd be the end of everything. And
you don't want.
it's a very careful balance of what to use on what. And I also have a PH Martin's Bleed Proof White, which is mainly only good on colored paper, but quality of paper is another thing.
Well, it's again, you have a real job, and
For now.
and having you don't want this to turn into not only necessarily a real job, but you also don't want it to be a money losing experience. So investing a lot of money in various different kinds of paper and inks and product, and then if someone, once a week you get an order to do something, and it takes you 2 hours to set it up to do it,
Right.
2 hours to clean up after you do it, and then you think, why am I doing this again? How many dollars an hour do I think I'm making?
Right.
But again, if you're, let's say one of the people you do your happy birthday cards to says, gee, Marilyn, that was really sweet. Could you do one for my girlfriend that I could frame and give to her? And you say, yes, that would be $25 or whatever number it would be. And then, if they say yes, then you do it when you have time. If they need it by tomorrow, then it's a rush job, and you have to then charge extra for that. And so
Right.
stick to looking down people's gullets. I could have used you yesterday when I had to vacuum the house. The the vacuum cleaner was completely clogified, and I got out a coat hanger, a shirt hanger, and uh, unbent it so I could cram it down its throat and up its butt to try to declogify the.
I'm not sure I would have been much help. I have a, I had a, I had the same problem not too long ago, and it's still broken. Like there's nothing long enough to get down that tube. Like
Well,
I
there's
don't have an endoscope at my house, you know. So like,
I had I went online and found how to take this vacuum cleaner apart to clean the canister because it didn't seem to be working. And then someone went into all sorts of drama about how to actually take the thing apart to be able to clean it. Anyway, this thing there was about this much of hose from the sweeper part on the ground to the vertical part of the vacuum cleaner that was completely clogged. There was no way to that anything would go up it. So, fuck. This piece of rock that I put in here that I started out has decided to come dislodge itself. See if I can put it back.
Sounds like it needs some hot glue.
Well, it was the weak link because it has so anyway, the pen show is coming up on the 12th of September.
I know I'm going to be working that day.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be working, but I'll be
occupied.
I won't be able to make it, which is very sad. Maybe you could come to the California show.
Well, it might be a possibility somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
It'll have to be after we sell the house here because I don't have any money whatsoever, and
Right.
I need to get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Before I can even consider. I can maybe go across the street. I can afford that.
I know how that goes.
I did, Will Hodge, yes, I did a lot of illustration for Penworld for years and years and years, but a few other people did as well. So, but I was never shy about taking credit for what I did.
That's important. You gotta take credit where credit is due. Well, I'm going to go because I'm going to go eat lunch.
Okay.
But this was lots of fun. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to stay longer yesterday, but
That's okay.
My roommate from college was hanging out, so You don't want to
That's
be
all right.
you want to be
I
rude.
was I was looking at the one of the videos that you put up, and I'll share that link with you, and maybe you can tell me if that would be a good link to share with others.
A link of mine.
Yeah.
Well, anything that's up and running, you're welcome to share. So I don't. I mean, some might be better than others for a particular purpose, but
Right.
if
This
you
one was called Handwriting Exercises.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, by all means. Um,
Cool. I was putting together a list of references for people to look at, so that way, if they didn't like my version of calligraphy, they could go on someone else's site and maybe learn their version of calligraphy better.
well, that's very generous of you to offer. I mean, so many people. Well, not
We're all about
there are a couple of
themselves.
people that
Yeah.
it's all about themselves, and everyone else is a hack, and and that might be in fact true in some cases. There's some very talented calligraphers out there that do great work, but most of the ones that I enjoy are people um, that are a little bit more polite about uh, other people's work. They're not so,
Right.
and most people are okay. Most
And
people are.
I am definitely the first thing I tell people is I am not a professional. I don't do this professionally. I have a teaching degree and I have a medical degree, but I'm not a calligrapher. And but like it's good to show people that when you're a newbie and you're a beginner that it takes time for things to build up so that way you can be good. And maybe the things that you want to show people aren't the things that you want to learn. And to be willing to share that with share others to that.
How's that?
That that looks like an asteroid to me.
That looks like an asteroid. Yes.
All right, well I'm gonna go
Okay.
have lunch now. I'll
Okay.
talk to you
Be good.
soon.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.
So, Will, how are you doing? I had a nice chat this morning with Russell. He's been under the radar for a while and he's starting a new job. It was very nice catching up with him. After a long, long time of not chatting. Yeah, he's about to start teaching, or he has started teaching um, grades, eighth graders, and he's realized that eighth graders, of course, think they know all, and they keep asking him how old he is, And every time he answers, he comes up with, he adds about a decade to the age he last gave them. So I think he says now to his students that he's 84. Oh no, because of what's happening in Louisiana. Sorry for not knowing. Uh, COVID, COVID related stuff, or is there are there other things going on? Oh, the hurricane. Forgot about the hurricane. And it's category 5 now. It was like a 1 earlier today. Oh dear. Well, hopefully everyone will be fine. Um, there's the man on Mars. Forgot about these things in here. Would you like to come online so you don't have to type? No shirt and no pants. Well, I won't. Been there, done it, seen it all. Well, not specifically you, but
Let's see how bad I look
there
here.
you are.
Oh my God. Oh God, the lighting. Oh, this is look. I look
Well,
like a
you're
big
very
pink,
you
a
look
little
like a
pink.
big pink. You're very pink.
Uh, oh, hang on. Let me sound better.
Sounds okay.
Okay, I had to turn off the other thing. Uh, no, I was in the middle of thinking about going and getting an early bite to eat tonight, and then I
Okay.
caught you online and Miss Marilyn, and I'm glad to see everybody's okay. I think our folks over in Louisiana are going to take a beating over
Yeah.
the next couple of days.
Well,
Everybody's boarding up in New Orleans.
okay. Well, it's unfortunate, but I'm glad that we live where, well, I live where I live, at least. But we had a hurricane up there in Boston a couple
Oh
days
yeah.
ago. So, uh, but Boston isn't so delicate. Where, I mean, hurricanes do come and do a lot of damage, but I guess where the land anyway is a little higher up. So that's good. Um, have you talked with Friedrich or anyone lately?
Uh, no, not lately. I've seen them on. Oh my God.
Facebook somewhere?
Yeah, but my computer just said it's going to do like a restart in
Oh no.
4 minutes or some shit. Uh-oh. Reboot, I guess.
Oh,
No, no, I haven't. I've just, yeah, everybody on Facebook. Um, Cash, seen him. I think, who was it had a birthday?
Suraj.
Suraj had a birthday.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
He's
I've been lurking around,
okay. Suraj
just
is
checking on you guys, make sure y'all staying out of trouble.
well, I'm there's not much trouble I can get into. I'm too old for that.
I understand.
So
I understand.
uh,
When you planning on going back over to Boston?
on the first of the year, I mean first of September, sorry.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I've got to hit the ground running to get ready for the pen show. And uh,
Well, do you really think with the surge in the COVID now that may happen or may
I
not happen
I have
or
no idea. Um,
uh,
so I
that's
haven't
what
heard. I haven't heard
I'll
really from the
yeah.
person that's running it. And I've sent him a couple of emails because he wanted me to update the card or the flyer, and I I don't have the files here, and I was hoping he could send me the high resolution files, which he has, but he hasn't done it, and he hasn't been responding to me. So I think he's probably busy trying to decide whether it's going to happen or not.
Mm,
But I know that there are people planning on going, and they're planning on, flying out from California and things like that. So he really has to make sure that he can do it.
right.
And if he can't do it, then he has to let people know immediately so they don't buy tickets. But
Yeah.
my friend Nicola from California was planning on going, and he stays with me. And I think Frederick was planning on going, and he and Parker were going to come out. But I,
Oh, wow.
I, I have no idea. And so, and I probably should try to find out. Um,
Yeah, things change so fast, Pierre.
yeah,
It's unbelievable. It's like whichever direction the fucking wind blows
it's,
is yeah, is how it goes. Shit, I don't
yeah,
know. It's anyway.
well,
Anyway, my friend, I'm gonna get off here. This computer's
okay.
like blinking at me and saying it's gonna do a restart, so I know it'll make
Well, you
me
better
disappear. So
see what
I
that
I I
happens.
apologize that I look so pink. Damn, that's
that's that's what happens when
uh,
you
uh,
stay in the house, and
well,
you
don't.
you need to go outside when you're naked.
Uh, I guess I do.
Then
All
you'll
right, my
look
friend. I'll talk to you later. Be
okay.
safe.
Bye.
All
Bye.
right.
Bye.
Love you. Bye bye.
Bye. Want some blue in there or not? I don't think so. Hey, Cash, how are you? We were just talking about you. Will was talking about you. Uh, good words were spoken. Yes, I mean they were words. It wasn't. They weren't bad words or anything. Just your name was mentioned. Suraj was mentioned. I'm taking my dad's bead collection and some of his unfinished necklaces and trying to turn them into something that I think he might smile at, thinking I'm doing something vaguely interesting with them. I'm calling these my asteroids. How's Cine Mahal doing? You guys still reviewing movies? I hope it's a good omen. Suraj had a birthday last week, and I tried to get him to invite you to go to it. Oh, that's great. Wow. You'll be a superstar. Well, he said almost everyone that was going to be at his party were going to be women. And I thought, well, I know someone down the street that's looking for a dame. Oh, and how was that? Was it actually a hookup? Meaning, in the gay world, that means sex. Doesn't mean anything else. Are you going to have another rekindling, or was it a one-off deal? Oh, good. You're far too handsome a man, Kesh, to be single. It looks like a piece of pepperoni. I calls them like I sees them there, mister. Fuck me. God damn it. Well, it's crazy that we're fixated on them, but crazy America. Who knows? Maybe this new film will show him as a nice guy underneath. Is that the plan? I'm heading off. See you, Kash. Good luck on your next date next week.